I'm not getting dressed today. I can't be bothered. Plus, there's no one about to see me, so... I know it's going to sound really, really bad because of all the deaths and everything. But I'm quite pleased with the timing of all this. I was due to do a PowerPoint presentation on the do's and don'ts of microwavable rice down at the WI next Tuesday. And Julie can be a right stickler with your slides. I remember last time, and I mixed up my marmalade and my lemon curd when I was doing the jams of the 20th century. She never let it go. That Julie can be such a cow. My Auntie Noreen died on Good Friday. I told her not to go for fish and chips. But she was 94, bless her. Stubborn old cow. Audrey, she says to me, I got to go for my fish and chips or Jesus will never forgive me, my love. I says to her, Auntie Noreen, I wouldn't mind, but you've got a drawer full of Captain Birdseye gluten-free fish fingers in the freezer. Suck on one of those. Stay at home. Rest in peace. She didn't die of the virus, by the way, no. She got run over on her walk home. Mushy peas everywhere there was. It's so sad though, really. Because even though she was 94, she deserves a better send-off than that. 10 people. She was so loved. Sometimes I just forget. To breathe. I miss my nephews, I do. I love them to bits. But I know as soon as they come round again, I'll be sick of them within 5 minutes. Still, it's nice to have the choice. We're all right, aren't we, George? We're all right. This whole experience has been entirely bizarre, right? And completely humbling, I think is the right word for it. I'm in two minds, see? On the one hand, I am so angry at everyone who's supposed to be in charge of this country and what a balls up they've made of it. They're just like my mum, right? She is the one person in my life who was supposed to show me the way, right? Guide me, give me support. But in the end, she ran away with a plumber named Derek to a caravan in Bognor Regis. That's where our government is right now. Bognor Regis. In a shitty ABI with an obese man from Swansea who smacks them about a bit to show their affections, while there are children at home trying to fend for themselves. But on the other hand, my gardens never look better, so... Next door, keep arguing. Good. I'm lucky. I know that I am. I got this huge, beautiful garden all to myself. Well, me and my pussy, George. But I gotta tell you what's been winding me right up. Every time that it's beautiful like this, I come outside with my chamomile tea with a dash of honey and maybe a hobnob or two. But who's counting? Not really. Who's counting? And the neighbours, every time, 2 doors that way, they come out with their children and they have fun. And not just fun, they have loud fun. And I gotta tell you, the neighbours 2 doors that way, on VE Day, they had a bloody barbecue. I actually found it quite selfish. It made me miss my family. I'm not being funny or anything, right? But her across the road at number 13, she's gone out 3 times today. Once at 10 a.m. in her car for 20 minutes. The second time was at 2:15 for a jog. And now she's gone out at 6:45 on her bike. I'm not being funny, but who goes out this time of night on your bike? Oh, she's just come home, actually. She's got a pint of milk. Fair enough. Oh my God! Her at number 7 keeps watching me. What a nosy cow. I'm so sorry, George. I just hope you rest in peace. Black lives do matter. They do. I've been so bored and I got no crafts or anything like that. So the only thing I could think to do was to grow things. And the main thing I've grown is my armpit hair. Look at that. That is 8 weeks worth. Bye-bye. I'm on day what feels like 5 million of lockdown. I put on a stone. I lost it again. Then I put it back on again. I've watched Netflix this morning and for some weird reason I caught up with Come Dine With Me. I regret that. I've Zoomed, I've Skyped, and on one unfortunate occasion I house partied with an ex-flatmate. I don't want to talk about it. I've picnicked, I've jigsawed, and I've quizzed, even though I always lose. I've read, I've doodled, and I've baked massive burnt cakes. I've grown spinach and tomatoes and pubic hair, and I've crocheted and I've sewn, and sometimes I just sat and thought. I've laughed and I've cried, and some days I spend the entire thing in bed. But most of all, I've missed people. And I've learned to appreciate the small things in life, like hugs and kisses and takeaway coffee